Well, a lot of electrical people will tell you these kind of connectors, these butt end connectors, are crap. Best soldering stuff, and somewhat I agree. If I do solder, what I do is I like to take the two ends, one of the ends, each end like this, split it, and then twine this around, then do this end, twine it around. I'll show you what I mean another thing, and then twine both of them. I'll show you what I mean at the end of the video, but I use the butt connectors instead. Now, I used to have the crimping tool. I am not really, I tell you the truth, what I use is a butt connector that is more heavy duty than required usually, and I clamp them really tight with vice grips. That's what I like to do. But before I clamp them, I take this dielectric grease here, non-melting silicone dielectric grease, and I stick the end of the wire in it. Like, you got this, and if you have the end of the wire, it's copper, you press it in there and you get some grease on it. This way, if any moisture gets in there, it's still protected with dielectric grease. Now the other thing is, people won't even do that. They just crimp them on and fine. That's why they fail after a while, because they get corroded. Now there's another step I'm going to do, and that is to use some weatherstrip adhesive. But before I do that, I chemically clean this off with starting fluid. Then I apply the weatherstrip adhesive right around in here and right around in there. This way water can't get in there, and then these butt connectors are sealed up. It's just as good as if you used heat shrink tubing. Now what happened, I was surprised, the tail light, this one tail light was out in the marker light, and I said, well, it's probably a busted wire, and it's just what it was, a busted wire. I don't know why it broke, but it probably broke because it's old. it's original wires, and this is an 85, so it's 32 years old, right? So I put a nice big fat wire in here, and I lengthened it a little longer so it's got no tension on it, and it works. So okay, so what I do is I use some starting fluid, because it's a pretty damn good cleaner actually. I spray it on here, and there's not much left in that can. And I know it's electric, so you got to kind of watch, but you know, it dries up quick. Yeah. The reason I do that is because I want it chemically clean when I put this weatherstrip adhesive on it, because I probably put a little grease on here when well, I did, probably got some on the outside of the dielectric grease. You know, I want it on the inside, but I probably touched the wire too. So let's get this nice and clean chemically. So you know, you can see there's a little wire showing right there. Now that would corrode. Yeah, it would last probably freaking 5 years. I don't know. Who the hell knows, man? Yeah, I think this broke from some original connection, probably from the factory, because I know I spliced this. This was a solid splice too. I put some stuff on there, dielectric grease. That's what I always do. I put on the metal to metal contact the dielectric grease, and then this, there's your super weatherstrip adhesive. Let's see if I can get this open. Probably not. Yeah, it opened. It ain't too old. Yeah, see? Put on here. See, that'll seal it up. That'll seal it up good. Yeah, see? That'll seal it up good. And someone will go later, what the hell did they do this shit for? But, well, it's because no water gets in there. And that. So now you got the connection all waterproofed. It's chemically clean. And now that's weatherstrip adhesive, so I mean it's designed to hold weatherstrip on cars for like more than a decade. I mean, it ain't coming off. And if it ever comes off 10 years from now, well, It's probably, I don't think it will though, because it's like it's all inside there, you know. Yeah, it probably will never come off because it's chemically clean. So now that is freaking waterproofed as all hell. So sure to wipe the end of this damn thing off here, because you put this cap back on, you'll be like, it ain't gonna come off. Yeah. Put that back on there. Clean them threads first, right? That's why it worked the second time. So I just keep it in the package. Actually, these things, I take all those weatherstrip adhesive, gasket sealer, and all that kind of stuff. I put them in a Ziploc bag, and that keeps them a lot longer. Yeah, that's what I do with all the, whether it's glues, I don't care if it's just ultra gray RTV, Permatex, Loctite, whatever. Actually, I got a few bags of these different things. I keep them all in here. It keeps them separate, and but it's like another container that's airtight that keeps them from drying out. So that's another tip. Probably could make that separate video on it, but I throw other tips in my regular videos, right? Well, you can see the tail light now works, and the side light works right there, right? And what I like doing too, you can spray WD-40 in by those bulb sockets, but this stuff's even better. This is for like, it's pretty expensive though, but that won't run off for shit, you know. So I don't know, it was good for a freaking couple years ago when I fixed it, and all of a sudden the wire broke. I don't know what happened, but whatever, fixed again. Yeah, I just want to slap this on the end of this video because it's pertinent. If you just want to make a real quick repair, say you're out in the field here and you broke your wire, that's why you want to keep a roll of wire. And this probably could be a separate video, but I'm throwing it in on here. You can use these serrated edges are really good for stripping down these, just taking the insulation off the wire. So you get it down like that to the bare metal. It's a lot easier to do it with the serrated edge because you got that little U in there. You take it like that, you know, and a lot easier to do than a blade. I use this Remington for like, I don't know, that's been a long time, man. It's 5 years or more, 10 years. And this is going in my Sebring convertible right now. So now what you do is, if you want to splice together two ends really good, and this is a, you know, field expedient repair. I had this on another video, but I just want to throw it on the end of here because in case you know, need to know this. A lot of people just twist the ends together, right? What you want to do is you want to make two separate groups like that. So you take this group, all right, and intertwine them. Get them all spread out. Probably not going to do it too good, so I'm going to pull this apart anyway, but twist them together. And you take this group and you twist them together. Then when you got the two pigtails, you take the two pigtails and then you twist them together. Then you fold it over. That shit ain't going nowhere. Then you take your Gorilla Tape right here and you wrap it up with some Gorilla Tape, and that connection will probably last you umpteen years. That's a fast field repair. So if I had some of this wire in the car, probably don't even have wire in the car, could have fixed it like that. I would have just twisted them together, but just want to throw that here on the end. So this is that's a secure connection. If we got Gorilla Tape on it, it's you think it's strong as crap, man. It ain't going nowhere, and it's pretty much waterproof. So just throw that in there in the end.